All right, how we doing today? It's Real Talk 2262. Hopefully we make your day better with this sport talk. I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, follow. Come on now. That's all. Only a little bit of support shows a big thing. So today we're talking about, to me, my Boston Celtic legend, my future legend, Jayson Tatum, and how I believe that he's going to be, by the end of his career, a top 25 player. Okay. And he will be regarded as one of the greatest Boston Celtics of all time. At the end of the day, I'm not going to say he's going to be the greatest, but he will be top 4.
So he's going to be top 25 as far as he's going as an all-time player. He's going to kick one of these guys out that top 25 spot. Okay. And he's going to be a top 4 Celtic of all time. Now, so he's going to beat out either Bill.
Well, he ain't beating out Bill. That's number 1 for me personally. Okay. Then Bird. Okay. And now after that, now you can have conversations who's third and who's fourth.
Okay. That's fair. Okay. And I like the Celtics back in the 70s. My favorite player of all time is JoJo White. He played for the Celtics in the 70s. So I'm with you, with the Celtics.
Let me bring down my man resume. So rookie year goes to the conference finals. Yeah. His second year, I believe that was in 2019. They go to the second round. Right. Third year, conference finals. Right. Fourth year, that was the year they got knocked out in the first round. But that team was hurt. Fifth year, conference finals. Fifth year, championship. He goes to the finals. Right. 6th year, conference finals. Right. 7th year, wins a ring. Okay. So, majority of his career, he's not just in the playoffs. Right. He's not just making a run in the playoffs. Okay. He's deep in the playoffs. Okay. He's always consistently in the finals or in the conference finals.
Unlike Bill or even Bird, he had to wait his turn. He could never knock off the king, LeBron. So he had to wait till...
he waited
He had to wait till LeBron come out the East and
that was
to the West.
That was his rookie year when he left.
Well, after his rookie year, they were up 3-1 on LeBron, and LeBron dismantled that team.
He was a rookie. Okay, I can't knock a team that was led by people that was younger than 24 against LeBron's best season.
So I don't know if I'm going to put him as far as top 25. He's another one of these guys that need the ball a little bit too much for my fancy. Okay. Now, in his credit, he has now made better decisions with the ball because he gets cold in clutch spots. Okay, but he's grown up now, let's say. Okay, now I got to ask you a question since you're a big green machine for the Celtics. Okay, it's been 4. The Celtics is the best in basketball, the best ran organization. Yeah, historically speaking. Of course. Because you got 4 teams that dominated each era, basically. You got the 60s Celtics, even that little 70s, but I'm not going to talk about my era with the JoJo White, John Havlicek, but we'll go with the Bill Russell era, the Bird era, and then
the Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, all that,
right? And that's, okay.
And now we got this era.
Okay, so it's 5 eras, because I'm going to if you can put Paul Pierce era, because they only got 1 ring.
They got 1, but they went
my JoJo White and John Havlicek, they got 2 rings. They got the 74 and the 76 rings. So you can put them in there. I can put them in. So we're gonna put 5. Yeah. Where do you place them as far as this current team?
I mean, this is probably the 3rd best Celtic team of all time. Okay. The reason why I say that is
I agree.
This is a unbelievably great 3-point shooting team. Right. This is on another level. They shoot like 53s a game and they make 30 of them. Right. This is a great defensive team. Right. And like how you said in a couple of videos before, this team plays with a flow. Yeah. They don't just stand still. They still move. The reason why Jayson Tatum didn't even win Finals MVP, because he didn't win Finals MVP. They gave it to Jaylen Brown. Mm-hmm. One, everybody was talking about Jayson Tatum wasn't scoring a lot of points, but what he was doing is that he will get the ball at the top of the key. He'll cook his guy. Right. And then he'll collapse the defense from the paint. Mm-hmm. And then all he'll do was kick it out to the open 3-point shooter.
Well, I give the Celtics credit as an organization because remember, the rumor was they were going to get rid of Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, the rumor was Jaylen Brown was going to get traded for KD.
Right. And that's these bottom-feeding organizations, this is what they do. They mess up a good thing.
Yeah. You mess up a team that's been winning.
Right. And then you dismantle it. and then you get nothing at the end. So give props to the Celtics, but Jalen.
Oh, he plays great defense.
Yeah.
People talk about he don't got a left hand, but he developed and worked on it. Jordan didn't have a left hand by the time his time in his career, because this is Jaylen Brown's 7th season.
Right.
Jordan still didn't have a left hand.
Right.
So you could talk about how players can develop even though they're later in their careers.
So I'm putting these two together because they're
inseparable. They came in 1 year and the next year the other one came.
Right. So I'm putting these two together as far as they're tied to the hip together.
Yeah, they're definitely. Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown are some of the last stars that plays defense.
Right.
They're some of the last stars that are willing to play within a team.
Right.
Not play the team plays within them.
Right.
They will actually buy into the actual scheme. The scheme, they play with a great coach for most of their career.
Right.
Brad Stevenson is a great coach.
Yeah,
he may not have won. And one thing
he had a real young team, and they couldn't get over the mental hurdle.
And then they had Kyrie.
Yeah.
And then Gordon, it was a lot of fat on that team.
Right.
You had Kyrie, Gordon Hayward, and then the young guys thought they can take over from the older guys. Right. And then what's the dynamic? Is Kyrie under Jayson Tatum? Is Tatum going to take that leap? And Brown going to take the leap over these guys? They had a lot of mental hurdles that they had to, within themselves, that they had to cut out.
So now it's good. You got Jayson Tatum. And you got Jaylen Brown. That's the team.
That's the stars.
Those are stars. Now everybody else it's clarity there.
It's great role players. Right. We got Derek White. We rejuvenized Derek White's career.
Yeah.
White was just a guy.
Yeah.
Come to the Celtics. Now they talking about he's one of the greatest role players of all time.
He's 6 man.
Yeah. Well, he starts now.
I know.
But Porzingis' career was in the dumps. Now he with my team. Now that he's balling. I seen him. He boxing with Wemby. I seen him getting physical again. I ain't seen this since his rookie year.
We got old man Horford back.
Horford still staying on the bench. He out there still shooting his quarter threes like this. Yeah. And then we got Drew Holiday. Now, we didn't rejuvenize Drew. Nah. Drew got rejuvenized when he went to Milwaukee.
So that was, again, you got teams that
blow stuff up a little bit.
That make better decisions because
Milwaukee had no business getting rid of Drew, and they had no business getting rid of
but y'all got rid of Marcus Smart, and there was big fanfare over getting rid of him, but it really worked out better.
We still love you, Marcus. You still, if you come on in free agency, I would love the Celtics to give you a chance again. We love Isaiah, but it really, in the long run, getting rid of Isaiah was the better deal. Yeah. Isaiah still gets love when he comes to Boston,
right?
But the Celtics. The reason why I say Jayson Tatum is going to be a top 25 player is, this is my points.
Okay.
Shooting. He's a great shooter.
He's a great shooter. He holds the ball too much for me, but he's a great shooter.
He does and he got that. He's a great inside player. He's willing to buy into any team. Mm-hmm. He can play defense. Mm-hmm. He's a solid rebounder. He's a great ball handler.
Right.
So
he takes the game serious.
And he takes the game very serious.
Because on this offseason, he's
working,
developing his game. He's not like some of these other guys.
He put on weight for his body because he knew he was going to get better. When he came in the league, he was a skinny little twig. Now he's actually like buff, wide shoulders. He got NBA body now. He can take the beatings now for a long, because he knows for his success, he's been taking beatings every year. He's like LeBron. These guys in the playoffs every year, deep in the playoffs.
Right.
Your body got to be built for that, and his body has been able to be built for that.
Right.
So he's consistently is always winning. He's consistently have kept his team at a high level.
So now you got the Batman. He's the Batman.
Yep.
And then you have Jaylen Brown.
Who's Robin.
Where do you think his career going to go?
Jaylen Brown, if they win like maybe 2 more rings, I can see him being a top 50, top 60 player.
Okay.
I see him like I see Pippen. Okay. They're not too far apart.
Okay.
To me, Pippen defense is here. Jalen's like here. Jalen gets no respect. How good of a defender he really is.
Okay, and then finally, the Celtics got 3 rings.
Yep.
So if they get, say, 4 or 5, this team is going to possibly get about 5 rings.
Because they're all in their early mid-20s.
Right. What do you... And they got all that pedigree behind as far as the conference championship.
Yeah. If they win, to me, if they can win 3 to 4 rings, you got to have conversations. Is they as good as the Celtics of the 80s?
Okay. And
you just got to have that conversation because the league has changed. So you can't just say potatoes for potatoes or apples and apples, all that. Right. I mean, the teams are changed.
Anyway, we can go on. What do you think?